Hi, and welcome to the digital edition of Metro Community Talks. My name is Denise, and I am a yoga teacher that encourages students to go through yoga flows so that they can attain good health in mind, body, and spirit, which is quite important today as we continue to fight the effects of the global pandemic, which is COVID-19. Let us begin this morning's class. So let's slowly begin to roll our shoulders forward, upward, and back just a couple of times. As in the morning, we're usually rickety and stiff, and reversing that movement, upward, forward, and back. So in a yoga class, I usually encourage students to move with their breath. So that's 3, I'm gonna stay there. For this morning, we'll go through breath as well as we move. So I'll give you cues for the breath today. Inhale, lift both hands up towards the sky. As you exhale, turn towards the left side. Right hand on your knee for support, left hand behind you to keep you upright. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, twist or go deeper. We'll be staying here for a couple of breaths. You can look over your left shoulder if your neck will allow. Inhale here and exhale. On your next inhale, turn to the front, lift both hands up. Exhale, turn to the right now, left hand on your knee, right hand behind you for support. Inhale to straighten the spine and exhale to mirror. We're just moving the spine a little bit so we are warming the body up. One more breath. And on your next inhale, turn to the front, lift both hands up. From here, I want you to lower your left hand down, straighten the spine first. As you exhale, walk your left hand further away from your body and right hand over you. So let's try to feel some stretches on your side body. It's okay if you don't reach the floor. You can just slightly land your elbow or your forearm on the floor so you can continue to feel the stretch on the right side of the body. One more breath. Inhale, lift both hands up again. As you exhale, right hand down. Straighten the left hand up and the left side. As you exhale, crawl your right hand further away from you. Maybe land your forearm and your elbow as you open up that left side of the body. So in this pose, you want to open the side body up by looking up towards the ceiling rather than folding forward. It's not about reaching the floor. It's about opening that side up and feeling that stretch. One more breath. On your next inhale, lift both hands up. Exhale, plant your hands down and slowly find your tabletop position. So your tabletop position, you'll notice that your wrist should be under your shoulders, your knees should be underneath your hips. So usually this is how we look. So you want to tuck the tailbone in so you have a nice and stable spine. On your next inhale, slowly look forward, extend your left leg, lift it up. And if you can stay here. This is one option. Another option is to look forward and to reach your right hand forward. So this is a balancing tabletop position. One more breath here, inhale. And as you exhale, you want to round your back, you want to curve your spine and bring your knee to your elbow here. Exhale, reach out. Inhale. Exhale, curl everything in. 2 more. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, curl everything in. Last one. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, curl everything in. And we'll stay for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, hand back down, knee back down. Let's do that on the other side. On your next inhale, extend your right leg up. Lift it up. Try to stabilize the spine as much as you can by pretending that you're squaring your hips towards the front of the mat. On your next inhale, lift that left hand up if you can, or you can keep it here. Alright? Inhale here. As you exhale, slowly begin to round the spine and put your elbow and your knee together. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale, reach out. 1 more. Exhale in. Last one. Inhale, reach out. Exhale in. And stay for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach out. From here, you want to tuck your tailbone in, lift the spine, push the hips up and down to your first downward facing dog for the day. So, if this is your first downward facing dog, you may feel a little bit of tightness on your hamstrings and your calves. So what you want to do is you can bend your knees left and right. And as you bend, really feel that stretch behind your legs. So you can take it as slow as you need to, or you can move it a little bit further to encourage the movement in your legs. Now remember that your hands should be shoulder width apart and your feet should be as wide as your hips. Really keep actively pushing that hip up towards the sky. One more breath here. You can keep bending your legs, keep bending your knees. And on your next exhale, slowly find stillness in your downward facing dog. Stay here for a breath, inhaling and getting used to the movement. And exhaling, finding space in this stretch. On your next inhale, look in between your hands. Lightly step your right foot in between your hands. Now, if it doesn't reach, your foot is here, you can use your right hand to guide it along first. Alright, from here, lower your left knee down. So the tucking or the untucking of the toes depends on how your knees feel this morning. On your next inhale, begin to lift the torso up, hands up to the sky. This is called your low lunge or your Anjaneyasana. You'll feel the stretch here at the front side of your left hip, and you'll feel the strengthening on the thigh of your right hip or your right leg. So you want to squeeze your legs together to be able to create some strength on the inner part of your legs. One more breath, inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, reach up further. As you exhale, hands down onto the floor. Walk your hands back. Extend your right leg and begin to lift your right foot up. This is called your half monkey split or half Hanuman. Inhale, look forward, straighten the spine. And exhale, just fold until you can feel the stretch on your hamstring and your calves. We'll stay here for a breath. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, look forward, rebend that right knee, plant both hands down on either side of your right foot, lift your left knee up, and step that right foot back into your downward facing dog. So we'll stay here for a few breaths so we can reset. So again, if you're feeling that tightness on your legs, you want to bend your knees left and right. And on your next inhale, slowly look in between your hands. Step your left foot now in between your hands. Again, you can use your left hand to guide your foot forward. Right knee down. Yogi's choice if you want to tuck your arm up that toe. Inhale, lift the hands up into your Anjaneyasana. Again, remember the strength from the front thigh and the feeling of the stretch on the front thigh of your right leg. Staying here for one more breath. Inhale. And exhale, hands down to the ground. Extend that left leg. Lift your left toes up. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, fold. So you can walk your hands underneath your shoulders to give you some support. One more breath. On your next inhale, look forward. Slowly rebend that left foot. Plant your hands on either side of your left foot. Lift your right knee up. And slowly step this left foot all the way to the back again, downward facing dog. Now for some of you, you may have tight hamstrings, so it's okay to bend your knees. What is important is you push your hips towards the back and up rather than extending your legs. Because you may be rounding the spine or creating some compression in the lower back. So you really want to lift the hips up and you can bend the knees as deeply as you need to. Pretend as if you're trying to connect your chest to your thighs. One more breath here. And on your next inhale, look in between your hands. Lightly and gently begin to walk your feet all the way towards the top of the mat. You can start with your feet as wide as your hips in the morning, as we tend to be a little bit tighter in the morning. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift, so you really want to create a flat back here. And you can bring your hands onto your shin or onto the side of your knees, whichever is comfortable for you. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, fold all the way down. So in your forward fold, you want to create the length in the back. So if your hamstrings feel like they are being pulled, You want to bend your knees here, which again, similar to your downward facing dog, you want to connect your chest to your thighs. You stay here for a breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift again. Exhale, fold down. And on your next inhale, giant inhale, hands to the sides and up, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to front center, hands to the side. So we'll do that in a quicker pace now, so that we can get the blood pumping, and we can warm the body up for a few sequences of standing and balancing poses. Alright, on your next inhale, hands to the sides and up. Exhale, fold forward, hinge in the hips. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands down, step the left foot back and the right foot back. Stay in plank for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, hips up and back to your downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift the right foot up and step it all the way in between the hands. Left knee down on an exhale. Inhale, hands up, Untitled. As you exhale, hands down into the floor. Extend your right foot, lift the right toes up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen again. Rebend that right knee. Palms on either side of your right foot. Lift the right leg up. Right foot all the way to the back. Downward facing dog. Staying for a breath. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, left leg lifts up and steps all the way to the front of the mat. Right knee down on an exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, folding down. Extending the left leg, left goes up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extend. Rebend that left knee. Right hands rather, on the other side of your left foot. Left knee lifts up. Right knee lifts up. Left foot step all the way to the back into your downward facing dog. On your next inhale, in between your hands, you can step all the way to the top of the mat. Take as many steps as you need. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to the sides and up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to the center. Hands to the side. I'll face you guys. So for now, we'll do a little bit of standing balancing poses. So balancing poses are really good to strengthen both legs, and we need to do both sides one after another, so we can encourage the body to create balance between both sides. So in your standing balancing poses, make sure to start with your feet as wide as your hips, and choose a point in front of you that will not move. So throughout your balancing pose, you want to look at that point, as that will help you find stability in your pose. You also want to pretend as if you're trying to grip the mat or grip the floor with your feet. So you want to kind of lift the inner arch of both of your feet. On your next inhale, let's start with the left side. Let's shift your weight onto the left side. Inhale, lift that right knee up. Open that right knee out to the side. And yogi's choice, you can plant your foot either on your ankle, on your calf, on the outside of your calf, or on the inner edge of your thigh. So, similarly, you'll probably wobble a little bit, and that's completely normal. So choose where it feels like it's comfortable, but also has a little bit of a challenge for you. Alright, on your next inhale, hands to your heart center. Now you can stay here, this is one option. Another option is to lift your hands above your head, or to open your hands out, like branches of a tree. So this is your Virabhadrasana or your tree pose. And we'll stay here for a few breaths, inhaling and exhaling. One more, inhale and exhale. Hands together, hands to the center. Bring your hands to your hips. Point your right knee forward and lower it back down to where it came from. Let's do that on the other side. So on your next inhale, shift your weight onto your right side. Begin to lift your left knee. Open that left knee out, and again choose if it's either your ankle, side of your calf, or the inner side of your thigh. Alright, when you have chosen, hands to heart center. Again, choose your option, option 1, option 2, And option 3. So we'll be staying here for another 3, 2, and 1. Hands together, hands to heart center, hands to your hips, point that into the front, and lower it all the way down. On your next inhale, you want to open your feet as wide as you can. So if you open your arms out to the side, your feet are probably somewhere underneath your hands or your wrists. So from here, you want to keep your left toes pointing to the left side of the mat. Right toes begin to point to the outside or front side of your mat. On your next inhale, you want to bend your knees in. And you want to make sure that your knees are in line with your ankles. So this is to keep that knee healthy and safe. So if you're jumping forward, you want to lift it a little bit up. But if you're here, you also want to give yourself a little bit of a challenge and bend that knee. Now if your foot is too far out to the front, you can heel toe the back leg closer to the front foot. Alright, from here, make sure that your hips are facing the side of the mat. Lift your arms out to a T and look over your right hand, or the hand with the bent, the hand on the side with the bent knee. This is called your warrior 2. So it's a really great strengthening pose and also gives you a lot of strength in the arms as you'll be holding it for a few breaths. Staying here, remember to tuck the tailbone in and try to look also to a point past your front fingers. Stay here for another 3, 2, and 1. From here, hands to your hips, extend your right knee, point your right toes to the side of the mat. We'll do that on the other side. So right toes point to the side of the mat, left toes point to the back side of your mat. And slowly bend that knee. Alright, we'll do warrior 2 on this side again. And on your next inhale, lift both hands up. So again, remember that your tailbone is tucked in, so you're squeezing it in towards your belly button, and you're also making sure that the back foot is planted firmly on the mat. Arms to a T and try to look forward or look to the hand where the knee is bent. Staying here for another 3, 2, and 1. If you would like a challenge, you can stay in your warrior 2 for a little bit more, or you can even bend a little bit deeper. Just make sure to keep that knee on top of your ankle. Alright, from here, hands to your hips. Extend that left leg, left toes point to the front of the mat. All point towards the top. Giant step all the way through. From here, lift the hands all the way up on an inhale. Exhale, fold forward and hinge from your hips. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Exhale, slowly bend the knees, plant the hands down. Step your left leg all the way to the back. And followed by your right leg. Staying in plank for a breath. Again, if you want a challenge, you can stay for a little bit longer. But on your exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Alright, from here, slowly lower the knees to the ground. Slowly walk your hands back, so your hips are on your heels. You can slowly sit down onto the mat and open your knees or your feet perhaps a little bit wider than your hips apart. On your next inhale, I want you guys to lift your toes up and then slowly turn towards the front side of the mat. So you'll notice that there are two 90 degree angles on your hips, or on your legs rather. This is called the 90-90 pose. So since we did a lot of leg work today, we'll be stretching those parts out, particularly the front side of your thigh and a little bit on your glutes. So inhale here. As you exhale, slowly walk your hands over your right leg. And you can stay here if you already feel a stretch here and a stretch on the outer side of your right glute. So this is one option. Or another option is you can fold all the way down if your hips can take the stretch. We'll be staying here for a little bit just to cool your legs down from this morning's movement. One more breath. On your next inhale, slowly lift the head up. Walk the hands all the way to the center. Now we'll do a little bit of movement on your back leg. So on your next inhale, you want to really square your hands on either side of your right thigh and try to lift up as much as you can, or maybe even move a little bit forward. On your next inhale, try to lift the back leg up and lower. One more. Inhale, lift. You feel it here. On the outer edge of your glutes, lower, and more inhale, and lower. On your next inhale, lift both knees up against the center. Do that on the other side. So now face the back of your mat. Just adjust yourself so that both knees are at 90-degree angles. Now if it's too much for your back leg, you can just bring that foot in a little bit closer to you. Otherwise, make sure that both are equal 90-degree angles. Okay? Inhale, lengthen again. And as you exhale, walk over your left leg. So again, this is one option. Lowering your elbows is another. Or walking all the way out can be another option for you. So the stretch that you feel is on the inner side of the back leg and the outer edge of your front leg. One more breath. Inhale, lift the head up. Walk the hands back. Let's do a little bit of strengthening on your back leg. Hands on either side of your left thigh. Inhale, lift that right foot up as high as you can. Exhale, lower. You feel the stretch here as you inhale and lift. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. It will give you a lot of power in your glutes, so it can also help strengthen your upper back. On your next inhale, lift both legs up. As you exhale, slowly just walk them forward. Shake them out a bit. And whenever you're ready, come back to a seated position. Now from here, hands onto your knees, roll your shoulders up and down. One more time. And last one for good measure. And roll it back, foot back, up, forward and down for 1, 2, and 3. And that's it for this morning's free flow yoga routine. If you have time, you can go into your Shavasana or corpse pose, where you lie with your back on the mat and just relax and allow your body to recoup the energy that you use during the free flow yoga class. You can use this movement over and over again in a succession of 3 rounds. That will definitely get your blood pumping, your heart beating faster. Or you can just take 1 round if you're feeling a little bit challenged and just want to really wake your body up today. So that's it for this morning's class. Thank you for being here with me this morning. I hope you're feeling a little bit relaxed, and remember that if you're stressed, you can use this yoga flow anytime during the day, not just in the morning, so that you can help also manage your stress. As stress definitely affects our immune system, which we all need to improve nowadays. So thank you again, and this is Denise reminding you to keep safe and stay healthy. Thank you for sharing your time with me this morning, and watch out for more insightful and upcoming talks from the Metro Community Talks.